Me again, time for another boring old fat whiny woman, blah eating triple chin wearing bad hair doing obligation video time. What have we got here? Well, this is black walnuts. What they look like when the fruit drops off the trees. Like I said with the Isnium, a little silver lining with all that storm is a lot of this stuff is on the ground and you can get it now. Get it once it hits the ground. Don't wait a couple of days because you will get bugs. You will get maggots. And I'd say on this, I'd probably have about 25%. When I open it up, I will find maggots in it. Sorry, but that's just how it is. It's in nature. Stuff happens. So, the ones, you do not want to use the ones with maggots. You don't want to use the ones that are black and smushy. I think I got a no smushy one over here. Just a, ew, that one I will not use. Stuff like these I will use. That I will use. That has a bruise on where it hit the ground, but this here on top, I will use it. Use gloves. Use gloves. This is a messy process. Do you have to use gloves? No, you don't have to use gloves, but you're going to wish you did. Also, I have a box here that has a plastic liner on the bottom. Very good for this process. Very good. Now, before I get started on how to make this, I want to point out, with this, you use the green part of the hull. Like I said, you do not use the black part. You do not use the seed. Do not put your seed in here. Just the green part of the hull. With this tincture, it is anti-malarial. One of the few things that will take care of malaria. Antifungal, antibacterial, antimicrobial, antioxidant. This will kill parasitic infection and it reduces heart diseases. Let me repeat that again. This will kill parasitic infections. This is awesome for that. This is well known for that. All these other little things about this tincture is not very known, but it is known for killing parasitic infections. This is also used to control excessive blood loss during menstruation. What's that called? Menochondria? I think that's what it's called, that disease. I'm not for sure. But if you have excess blood loss during menstruation, this is what you want to take. This is effective against pinworm, ringworm, tapeworm, and other internal parasites. If you have a eczema or anything like that on your skin, you can put this on your skin. You can use it external. To use it, put several drops on a cotton ball, apply to affect the area. This can be used for athlete's foot, warts, ringworm, parasites, eczema, and other fungus infections. This will temporarily stain your skin, but it will work. Here's something else you might not know about this lily little fruit. It's a good source of beta-carotene, acids, calcium, various acids, iron, magnesium, manganese, phosphorus, potassium, selenium, silicone, zinc, tannin, B vitamins, and vitamin C. How do you use this in a tincture? I guess I could tell you that one. Well, yeah, I'll go ahead and tell you. When you have this in the tincture form, it has to be in 100 proof alcohol for a minimum of 2 months. And when you use this, wait, I'm not a doctor. Do you know doctor? And when you do your own research with this, a recommended dose is 20 drops 3 times a day for 1 week on, 1 week off. Put this in water or juice if you have a problem with the taste. I really don't have a problem with the taste. It's a little, so I can handle it. But if you put it in water, it kind of smells floral. It's weird. It smells good. It looks really awful. This stuff to turn black. I have got a half a gallon of this I could show you, but there's really no need. It's going to be black as coal. It's black as coal. It's really dark. When you cut these off the seed, they'll be green, However, it just a minimum time in the air and they will turn black. Now, how do you make the tincture? Well, when you cut this off, and we'll cut some of this off in a little bit, and you put it in your jar. You fill it up to about halfway. You don't have to pulverize these. You don't have to chop them up to tiny little bits. You can make it in quarter-size little skin bits off the fruit, and it will be fine. Then you fill it up with your alcohol. Like I said, you make sure it stays for at least 2 months. Longer would be better, but at least 2 months. Gloves, you want gloves, people. But anyway, how do we get to it? Take you a knife, get your fruit, and you just score around it. Uh-oh, this one's black. And it has maggots, so we won't be using that one. Now, a lot of these where you think, these are really nice looking and they won't have maggots when you open those up. A lot of times they will have maggots. They're not like housefly maggots or anything like that. It's just beetle maggots and so forth. Now this one's a good one. Here you got your seed and you got the fruit around it. You need to extract the seed. And just take this and chop it up into like-sized pieces, like such, and just drop it into your jar. One thing I will tell you about this lowly little fruit. This is the only source. Now, I'm going to say that, and then somebody's going to say, oh, Rose, you're so wrong on that. But from what I can tell, this is the only source of iodine you are going to find if on land. If you're out on the sea or close to a beach or whatnot, then you can find iodine within your food source. This is the only source of iodine that's landlocked. So if you have family or friends that have thyroid issues or problems like that, you really need to get a hold of this stuff. And when you open this up and you squeeze out the juice, I don't know if you can see that or not, it does look like iodine, because it is. It does contain iodine. Now, like with this piece, just cut off the bad, put it aside, and drop in the good. That's all you gotta do. And like I said, just try to make sure you don't put any of the weevils in it. I guess I shouldn't have called them maggots. It's more like weevils, since they're beetles, not flies. Regardless, just rip it off, drop it in, rip it off, drop it in. That's what you want, is the good stuff. Anyway, folks, once again, the reason I'm doing this, we do not know how that awful strike is going to go. We don't know about how our water situation, our water lines busted. Isn't that crazy? Our water lines, because of all the sinkholes, I'd imagine. And yeah, we're under a bull advisory and conserve your water kind of stuff. But the thing is, if you do not have a city water source that is clean, and don't get me wrong, there are parasites in that city water source. That's why you cannot put city water to flush out your sinuses. If you get in a situation like they did in East Tennessee, where I'm at, or in Southwest Asheville or North Carolina, and you drink contaminated water, and you can't boil it, or even if you do boil it, and you don't boil it well, you will get parasites. And this is what you want in order to take care of that. And this is available right now. We don't know when the next storm will hit. I hear there's something brewing down there in the Gulf. And we don't know how that longshoreman stuff is going to affect us. And like I said, this is the only landlocked source of iodine that I am aware of. And I'm going to be 80% positive on that. This is the only source. Anyway, folks, just want to point that out. And as always, please read your scripture. Have that fantastic day.